my gosh, Lost is back. So yeah, my name is Seanie B, and like most of you probably watching this video, I am a huge Lost fan. So yeah, I'm gonna try starting videos every Friday. This one's a little bit later. I'm sorry about that, but I want to try to get different secrets and pictures and theories and all that stuff that people have posted that I've come up with for you guys, organized in a video of each episode. So every Friday, hopefully I can do that for you guys. As you know, with every episode of Lost, there's always like 20 questions for one answer. Hopefully we can go through some of them today of episode 1, and let's get started with the episode. I personally loved this first episode of Lost. I thought it was great. It had a lot of new questions arise. The title of the episode was called The Beginning of the End, and my first reaction to that was that it's beginning of the end of the show. They're going to get off the island. It could also mean it's beginning the end of the island, actually. The Dharma Initiative, different things like that. So that's what I think the title might mean. Hurley gets out of the car and he's flailing his arms saying, "I'm one of the Oceanic Six, I'm one of the Oceanic Six." So that got me thinking about the Oceanic Six. Obviously 6 people that get rescued from the island. We know Jack and Kate are 2 of them from season 3 at the end. Then obviously Hurley, they show him getting off the island. I don't think Sawyer is, honestly, even though Kate says I have to get back to him. I think it might be Sawyer's baby from when they had sex on the island. But I don't think it's Sawyer. I think Claire and Aaron are 2 of them because Desmond sees them getting off the island in one of his visions that from Charlie dying. So I think it's those 5, and then the 6th one I honestly have no idea. I think it's someone in the one that was in the coffin of the last episode, season 3. Obviously, it's someone short. I just have a gut feeling it's Walt. I have no reason to back that up. A lot of people think it could be Ben because no one's there to see him at his funeral. But yeah, I think it's Walt, and I think those are the Oceanic Six. It gets to a scene where Ana Lucia's old partner gets Hurley in a questioning room and starts asking him questions on who he saw, because the whole reason the car chase started happening is because he saw someone in the department store. It turns out it was Charlie that he saw. But when he's in the questioning room, he sees, or Ana Lucia's old partner, I forgot his name, leaves, and then he looks at the glass, and it looks like he's underwater in the looking glass hatch. And he looks, and then he sees a guy swimming up to the glass and puts his hand on it, and all of a sudden it cracks. He starts screaming, and the guy comes back in and realizes that it's just his imagination. But I'll show you the picture right here. As you can see, it's Charlie actually swimming up, and on his hand, it doesn't say "not Penny's boat." It says "they need you." And Charlie says that throughout the episode when he sees him later. If you notice on the blackboard in the nut house, there's drawings of a shark and an island. I thought it was pretty interesting because Hurley's drawing an igloo, which is pretty much the complete opposite of an island, yet on the blackboard there is a picture of an island. When Hurley is in the mental institute, he's visited by a new guy. To me, looked, I don't know why I thought of this, but reminded me of Miss Clue. If you remember, the lady who was holding Walt and killed herself eventually. Looks like her twin or something, but in male form. With the big eyes, freaky and everything. His name is Matthew Abaddon. And he comes to visit Hurley. Mr. Abaddon talks to Hurley, freaks him out because he knows about the island. Some people are thinking he's an other. Then eventually he says, "Are they alive?" And that's when Hurley starts freaking out because he knows about them. Anyways, as Hurley's freaking out and gets up and says "nurse," you see Hurley look back at Matthew Abaddon, and you don't see him going out the door, but if you go back and look, you see a shadow or like black smoke going out. It's clear that it's not a figure of a human walking out, So it's pretty interesting to note it could be the black smoke. I went back and watched it many times, and that's what it looked like to me. My personal favorite part of this episode was Jacob's cabin, and that was one of my favorite scenes from last season. It was pretty freaky, in my opinion. And this season, Hurley stumbles across it. He doesn't know what it is. He goes up to the window, the lights on. He sees the dog picture again, which I thought was Vincent the first time. Looking back, it could be an older Vincent. I don't know. It looks like a different dog. It has unusually long arms for some reason. I don't know why. But it has some significance since it's been shown more than once. Hurley goes up to the glass and looks through, and he sees a man on a rocking chair. And in the episode, it's way too dark to see, but I'll show you the picture here. Brighten up, you can see that it's clearly Jack's dad, Christian Shepherd, in the chair. What I found weird about that is that Hurley, so far that we know, has never seen Jack's dad. And if it is the black smoke takes the form of people that the Losties know. For instance, Echo saw his brother. Hurley saw Dave. So, to me, it doesn't seem like Jack would be the black smoke unless Hurley's already seen him before. Then also an eye comes up. In the eye, I'll show you the picture. It's the same eye from the last season that comes up. What people have noticed on the boards is that he has a unique tear duct, and people are thinking that that could either be Ben's dad, and also to me, my first reaction was that it was Desmond. One of my friends that was watching with me noticed in the whispers that happened when he got towards the cabin that it was in some. Usually, sometimes the voices are in English backwards. But this time, I didn't. It seemed Spanish to me, but it wasn't. But you could hear the word Desmond towards the end of it. Well, some of the audio masters separated some of the sound clips from the whispers right before Hurley goes into Jacob's cabin, or just right outside it. Here, I'll try to play some of them for you, and also I'll put some of the words up that the people separated so it's easier for you guys to understand. Here's the first one. And here's the second one. And then someone separated some other ones. Here's one of them. I'll play it again. And here's the last one. Again. So it's kind of weird. It's if all those things are true of what it says. It mentions Nikki. So my first impression, I'm sure your guys' first impression is that it's dead people that died on the island. That those are the whispers, such as like Shannon, Boone, Nikki, Paulo, all those guys who have died. Echo even. So those are probably all the whispers. The guy that we see sitting in the chair, Jack's dad, in my opinion, is not Jacob. It's probably the guy who you see his eye pop up out of nowhere. If you remember in third season, when the eye pops up, it's also from the different character that sits in the chair. Here's a picture that someone just found. Do you guys think this could be Jacob? I personally don't think so, but they look really similar.